Evening people, welcome back to the channel. Tonight, round 4 of NXGN Racing's Team vs Team Gr3 event. It's the round 4 from Tokyo tonight. We are at Tokyo East Outer Loop. It's a good job I didn't put which track we're at, because I only put East Inner Loop. But we are at East Outer Loop. It is a bit of a tricky course. A couple of tight turns, a great big hairpin at one end, a double apexed hairpin at the other, and a load of squiggles in the middle. We are in the wet tonight as well, so let's see what we can do tonight. Let me just pull up the points. Let's have a look. So current standings. So not actually started quali just yet. So let's have a look at points then. Currently, Potomac Pot leading the way. Settings just being changed to start that qualifying session. Potter sitting on 132 points. He's way out front at the minute. Second place Pav is on 80 points. Third place MRC Bobby 77 points. TNR Philo in 4th with 73 points. Jambu in 5th with 68 points. IGTSH Nicolaides in 6th with 59 points. Diablo in 7th with 57 points. Got Burntfry in 8th with 51 points. Chrome Dix 9th with 49 points. VQS Dawson, one of the stand-ins, 36 points for VQS Dawson. So 11th place MRC Dangly Ball on 32. G-Marge 21 in 12th with 24 points. Purcell 288 13th with 23 points. MRC Buddy 14th with 18 points. And joint 14th actually is Surfer Ev as well, also on 18 points. So that's current standings after Nürburgring GP last week. Let's get ourselves on track. Let's take that black square off screen for you lot. So we are into this qualifying then. Go fine. First man out on track. Oh, some clip in the wall there. So Tokyo circuits are street circuits. As you can see, there is zero runoff. It is concrete and steel all the way around here, apart from possibly a slip road into the pits, but you don't want to take that either, well, unless you mean it to go in the pits. So a wet race tonight. A lot could go wrong. Very unforgiving Tokyo circuit. Damage is on heavy as well, so it would mean a trip to the pits to get damage repaired. Some good camera angles for a change at Tokyo circuit. Let's put the usual gubbins on for you lot to look at, and me sort of to gain my information from. So still on outlaps at the minute. A 15-minute qualifier. Come out of there, I don't want to be in there, get out. That's where I want to be. Stop it. Right, let's just have a look at tonight's setup. So yes, 15 minutes qualifier. It's a 9 lap first race. So I'm chucking it down my range, so expect wet tyres to be used. I don't know whether they... Let's have a look. Okay, yeah, so you can use any tyres in race 1. I would assume most people are going to be sticking with the full wets. And then, so 9 laps, 100% of fuel for race 1, and then we have a little bit of a break, and then we jump into reverse grid for race 2. The top 3 from race 1 do carry over the success ballast, so they do have to add a little bit of extra weight to their car and start from the back of the pack, which does make it a little bit more interesting for them. So race 2 starts after a 10-minute break. It's a 13-lap race. They only start with 70% of fuel. It's a light rain. Damage will still be on heavy. There is pit stop windows in this as well, so they're not allowed to... Where's that gone? They're not allowed to enter the pits before the end of lap 4. You can go in the pits if you take fuel, or if you need to take fuel or pick up damage, but don't pick up tyres, otherwise you'll get penalised. You can with that. And you've got to use both compounds of tyre in race 2, so the inters and the full wets. Let's just see what else is being said. Yeah, that's pretty much it, apart from just take it easy on track, boys, you know. It's a tricky circuit in the wet. We've seen no damage so far. We've been looking at Purcell for an awful long time, but he is first man out on track. He will be crossing the line any second. 2:12.5 then for Purcell. Jambu's right behind him though, taking a quicker time, 2:11.899. So they're coming through to take down to 7th, 8th, 2:13.9 for Circa. Let's just give them a chance to all get through. It's quite a long circuit tonight. Pits is it at the hairpin? I can't remember where it is at this second. I believe it's at the hairpin at the other end. Too sure. Pits are on this. Oh no, they're under the bridge. That's right. They are at the start-finish line. That's right. All the way along that great big long straight. Yeah, some of the silly Tokyo circuits have got the pit lane miles away from the start-finish line, so. Just confused me for a minute, but yeah, just remember which track we're at. Pits are right by the start-finish line. Right, so let's have a look through times now. All drivers across the line. Potter McPot then, ooh, getting it squirrely through there. He's got on a 2:10.945. So a quarter of a second quicker than Pav 46. Got a 2:11.207. Jambu, he's sitting on a 2:11.899 in third. We saw him take that lap. Following it is Dad Purcell. IDTSH Nicolaitis 2:12.166, sitting in fourth at the minute. Through this wiggly section, the back half of this Tokyo circuit. So overtakes through here are going to be dangerous. You can see Nicolaitis just clipping the wall, even though he's all on his own, pushing that car to try and better those lap times. So Philo sitting in fifth, he's on a 2:12.2. Danky Ball sixth, 2:12.454. Purcell seventh, 2:12.5. Diablo is on a 2:13.0. So just comes across the line in a second. Quicker that lap. So himself in ninth. Marge moves up into eighth. That 2:12.8. He's also just been pushed down as well. Dangly Ball getting up to seventh. 2:12.454. Positions all changing around at the top as well. Pav going faster. 2:10.619. 10th and a bit quicker than MRC Bobby, who's now in second. 2:10.782. Potts down into third with that 2:10.945. Jambu still fourth, 2:10.968. Nicolaitis just parked up at the side of the track. Possibly practicing his starts, 2.5 low. Still sitting in sixth at the minute on that 2:12.2. So he's lost a position. The grid so far. Ball taking that seventh position at the minute. 8.5 minutes into quali already. 2:12.4 for Langley Ball. What we will do, let's have a look. Purcell actually got a bit of damage, so he might not do a lap. I was going to go on board. Who else have we got on that end of the track? Let's see if Marge is going to go a full lap. We'll go on board with him. So onto this long start-finish straight then. We've got a fair old trek down to the actual line. I just want to give you an example of how long this straight is. Swap and change down here. Slipstream will be very beneficial down this long straight. Okay, so we just stop out, that's good. Allows Pav to come through though. Pav's using that slipstream. Marge slotted himself right behind Pav. Back out into the rain. See the spray being kicked up in conditions tonight. It's full wets for race 1. So there's been at full revs for an awful long time down this long straight, hard on the brakes down into this double apex first turn. Again, easy to get it wrong through there. Could be a little bit chaotic into turn 1, lap 1. See how it gets on. Again, easy to clip those walls on the outside of these corners. So down the hill into the second sector. The left under the bridge, around the right, down towards the small tunnel. It's not the bridge, but it's pretty much a tunnel. Marge just clipping the wall through there, getting a bit tail happy with it. So through the long awkward right, a lot of people run out wide here and clip the wall. Marge not doing so. Quite fast corner toward the last sector. Again, easy to clatter these walls on the way through, especially in these wet conditions. Back down towards this final turn. Oh, again, losing the tail end of that Mercedes. Heading down towards this hairpin. Easy to get this one wrong as well. Very easy to lose the tail end. We see Diablo running very wide through there. Pot also doing the same. And it's just on the exit. You can see a lot of drivers trying to put the power down a little bit too much, a little bit too soon. Purcell's done exactly the same thing. Pot's done the same thing. So that final turn could be a bit of a showcase as well. We'll see what's going on. And then onto this long start-finish straight again. Let's just see what G Marge pulls in. Oh, he's going in pits. Okay. Won't get a lap with Marge, won't get a time anyway. Okay, so Pav's still out front now, 3/4 of a second out front from MRC Bobby. Let's come out of this view. So Pav stuck himself in a 2:10.045, 3/4 of a second faster than MRC Bobby. 2:10.782. Pop in third. 2:10.945 on that lap 2. Jumping fourth, 2:10.968. Little purple sector. In fifth, 2:12.1. 2.5 minutes to try and better these lap times. Riders losing the tail end of that. Philo still sitting in 6th on his 2:12.2. Ball still unable to beat that 2:12.4. Purcell 2:12.5 in 8th. Marge 9th. We've just been on board for a lap with this man. 2:12.894. Diablo 10th, 2:13.0. MRC Buddy. Hot lap from Buddy. Out lap. So in 11th, also for Surfer Ev as well on an out lap. So both of these drivers been in. Possibly changed some settings and come back out. So another new subscriber today. Thank you, number 427. It didn't actually notify me who you were, so secret profile, secret, but you know, not public. So Jambu's just got quicker. He's put in a 2:09.927, so a tenth quicker than Pavs. In the pits, looking to squeeze one last lap out, get the damage repaired while he's in there. Obviously not going to bother taking on board fuel, so he doesn't need to. Try and keep that car as light as possible on this flying last lap. Jambu first, then Pav second, Bobby still third. Pot dragging himself down the wall as well in fourth. Stay out of the way of MRC Bobby. No need though, Bobby's got it all wrong. That could be about it. Oh, Potter's got a load of damage, so he's making his way back to the pits. That's why he was staying out of the way. So Nikolaitis holding fourth, 2:12.1. We have pretty much run out of time for qualifying. 15 seconds remaining. Two of these drivers. Oh no, it's not. It's only Potter and Bob heading down the start-finish straight now. So Bob ghosting, Potter creeping. He's not even bothering going to the pits as qualifying is over. So it's going to be Jambu taking pole, Pav second, Bobby third, Potter fourth, Nikolaitis fifth, Philo sixth, Daniel seventh. Perzel in 8th, G-Marge in 9th, Diablo 10th, Buddy in 11th, sorry, Diablo in 9th, why did I say 10th? MRC Buddy in 10th, and Surfer Ev in 11th. So Jambu sticking in that 2:09, so that. Looks like Potter's giving everyone a chance to finish the lap, so it's not over yet. There could still be position changes if people are on hot laps. I'm still on an out lap, so this one's not going to count. It should be quicker. He's already on a 2:01. Bobby's parked up, Potter's parked up, Nikolaitis. He's not running quick either. Philo also not running quick. Dangling ball. Is he on an out lap? No. It's a fast lap from Dangling ball. Gets a chance to finish his lap then. But he is 1.7 seconds down on his on the fastest time. Might move up a position or two though. We'll see how it gets on when he comes across the line. Driver behind him, I'm not too sure who that is, but we'll see what Dangling Ball's time is. So 2:14 then. Who's the other driver coming down there? Start finish straight. Surfer Ev. So unable to go quicker. He's going to hold on to 11th. What's happened to Chrome Dix? He was in the lobby. Let's just make sure. There's 13 people, but why can't I see them all? Now there's 12, 13 including myself. So you will see. Where's Bobby? Bobby being sensible for a change. Oh no, that is MRC. Oh, there you go. No, it wasn't Bobby being sensible. Right, so into race one of the evening. Let's see how these boys get on in the wet. There's been some quick times. We've also seen a little bit of, I was going to say off-track action, but there is no off-track action in this one. There's only into-the-wall action. Diablo, that's a lovely, great sticker on the back of your car. Let's see what kind of camera angle it gives me for race start. It'll probably be someone's front wheel and a brick wall, not far off. lights are up. Revs are up, lights are on, and they're away. That's not the best camera angle so far, PlayStation. I'm only looking at one driver. Give me a second, peeps. So we can change that up. There we go. So Jambu leads, Pav second, Bobby in third, Purzel fourth, fifth. Potter not getting a good start. So a little bit of wheel spin. Marge dragging himself down the wall for an overtake. Buddy into fifth, TNR Philo sixth, Potter Pot in seventh, Marge in eighth, Nicolaitis in. Nicolaitis just taking. Oh, and then we get to top position for Diablo. So Diablo holding ninth, Nicolaitis 10th, Dangly Balls 11th, Surfer Ev in 12th. He's got himself through to the front. Close together, no chaos into turn one or turn two. See how they get on. They're still tightly packed through these tight little turns. He's starting to pull a little bit of a lead towards the second. Mikey Rapscallion, go on George. Assuming that's G Marge. Where is he? Down in 8th at the minute. Bobby leading this one. He's over us, almost a second. It is now over that second mark. Over Pav in second. The second Audi on track, Jambu. Third Audi on track. All these Audis doing well off the start. TNR Philo up into fourth then in the BMW. Pot's got himself back up into fifth, taking 2 positions in lap 1. He's hot on the heels of TNR Philo as well. There's a bit of a gap back to 6th, 2.5 seconds back to Buddy, battling out with Diablo for that 6th position. Diablo going down the inside. Himself a little bit deep though. Oh, Jambu's got it wrong. Oh, he's clipped Diablo, has he? There's chaos at the hairpin. Let's hope no more drivers get caught up in this. There's a few drivers getting it all wrong. There's chaos at the hairpin. Alright, let's flick through the order now. That's kicked off. So Bobby leading by 3.2 seconds now. Pav in second. Potter Pot up into third. Gliders fourth, so a lot of drivers picking up damage, having to come straight into the pits. They were lucky they picked it up at the hairpin, because it is a straight run down the start-finish straight to get into the pits. There's still quite a long way down there. So Nicolaitis up into fourth then. Dangly Balls fifth. Purzel 6th, Philo in 7th, Jambu 8th, Diablo 9th, Surfer M in 10th, Buddy in 11th, George all the way down at the back of the pack now in 12th. Spread out already then this pack. We are only on to lap 2. It's as easy as that in these wet conditions. That hairpin, treacherous at the best of times, even in the dry. See Marge and a couple of drivers in front. I think that was Diablo or Buddy getting the first turn wrong as well, dragging themselves down the wall to get through there. Again, just clipping the wall on the way out, tail losing traction in these wet conditions. Up front, Potter Pot has got himself through into second, past Pav 46. And now he'll be on the hunt for MRC Bobby, who's got 4.3 second lead. Actually got a little bit of damage to a wheel and a bumper there. Possibly a little bit of aero damage as well. So yeah, big gaps developed already. Nicolaitis fourth, 4.2 seconds back as he heads into that awkward hairpin. You can see the cones have been scattered. Yeah, so easy just to put your foot down just that little bit too much, spin the rear end up. These rear-wheel drive GR3 class cars, they don't like it at the best of times in these slow conditions, especially in the wet on that hairpin. You've seen the chaos it can cause. Dangly Balls in 5th. He's a good 8.5 seconds back from Nicolaitis though. He's still got 7 seconds back to Purzel. Philo 1.7 back. He's got Jambu hot on his tail. looking for the overtake, using that streak down this long start-finish straight. So getting himself up next to Philo, using that extra momentum to get himself past. Right. Yes, so Philo has to slot back into 8th. And Philo can then do the switcheroo into turn 1. Jambu going defensive a little bit, just puts his car in the middle of the track, says no, we're not going there. So Philo has to hold on to 8th, but they are closing up on Purcell in front. The father-son team in the Audis, the Burghardt's liveried Audis. You'll have to give me a website for that, boys. I can chuck that on the page if you want, in the description. Yeah, Jambu closing up on Purcell. All over his rear end. They managed to drop TNR Philo. Jambu getting through then. And Purcell becoming a victim of that turn under the bridge. Possibly just trying to stay out of the way of these two as they were battling it out. Getting it wrong. These two sneaking through. Philo's actually got himself past Jambu, so possibly Jambu losing a bit of time behind Purcell. Philo able to carry that extra speed and the extra momentum through. Billy, evening my friend, how you doing? How is it in sunny Scotland tonight? So Purcell then, he's got past Jambu. Both picked up damage. So have the father and son team had a collision? Looks like they possibly have, because Jambu's picked up all sorts of damage, unless that's what's caused Philo to get through quite so quickly. I didn't see the damage when I flicked over to Jambu earlier. Possibly he wasn't looking. Yeah, Jambu running slow then. He's had a long run back to the pits already. So Buddy up into 9th. So these drivers behind will gain a couple of positions when Jambu comes in for those repairs. Buddy's actually holding a little bit of damage. I don't think he'll come in for that though. It is only a little bit of front aero. No, it doesn't come in. So Purcell and Jambu in. Oh, what are you doing? Surfer Ev getting through as well into 8th. I see Buddy going through. Surfer Ev going through. Purcell back out the pits then. He comes out in 9th. Jambu follows him out in 10th. Diablo 11th, still holding a little bit of front end damage. And George still in 12th. A long way back as well. 7.8 seconds. Wet outside and inside. Nice. Michael Hutburn giving shouts out to Potter and Pav. Let's see how Potter's getting on in his hunt for MRC Bobby. Not very well. MRC Bobby pulled out 8.8 second lead from Potter and Pot. It was 4 seconds last time we looked. Potter's not got any damage. Doesn't look like he's had to have a trip in the pits. Still 2.4 seconds back. Nicolaitis has closed that gap up to 3.7. So it could become a danger at the end of this race. We are about halfway through at the minute. Evening Michael, how you doing? Dangling Ball still 8 seconds back. He has a massive gap back to TNR Philo. 11.7 second gap. Philo drifting that BMW through these wet turns. Let's see how he handles this hairpin. Hard on the brakes at the 100 metre mark. Just lets it roll through there. Again, goes to the old Driftertron on the way out. You can see how twitchy this BMW is. All the other cars are going to be just as bad. So Surfer Ev in 7th. So he's now onto the long start finish straight. Yes, I'm alright Michael, I'm alright. So Purcell in 8th. Jambu 9th. These two, I'm not too sure. You'll have to let me know whether they had a coming together. There was some flashing of the lights from Jambu to Purcell. But he's now only 1.2 seconds back. He's driving the Audi. Is available. Oh, he's chucking himself in the pits though. Repair that damaged new set of tyres. Is he going to get the damage repaired? No, he doesn't. Oh, yes, he does. Sorry, yes, he does. So G Marge making up a position. He's up into 11th. Diablo. Oh, what's happened to Diablo? He's ended up with all the damage in the world. Oh, Diablo. His race is ruined now. So he does manage to get himself in. He's got front end damage, back and rear end damage, transmission damage. And then, yeah, looks like he got pit entrance wrong, chucked himself into the wall. Unfortunate for Diablo. Bobby's still leading, pulling out time as well. 10.2 seconds from Potter McPot in second place. Bobby got fastest lap of the race as well, 2:09.7, so that's faster than the quickest time in quali. Pot trying to drift his BMW through there as well. Have 46, lost a little bit of time to Potter, only quarter of a second. Kept that gap between himself and Nicolaitis though, 3.8 second gap, nearly 3.4. So Dangly Ball 5th, having a little bit of a race of his own at the minute. Dangly sure he'll be quite happy to finish this race in 5th position. Philo 6th, also having a race of his own, 11 seconds either side of Philo. Surfer Ev in 7th, again big gaps, 11 seconds in front, 6.5 behind to Purcell. Jambu 1.5 seconds back now. Close the gap. Just out of the slipstream range, I think. He's gaining a little thousandth. Might benefit him a little bit more as he gets further down. So Buddy in 10th. So big gaps. Only in front though, he's got 16.7 seconds to Jambu. Only 2.8 to Marge in 11th. And yeah, it looks like Diablo's given up on that one. He's going to finish 12th regardless. Having picked up all that damage, it would have taken him a long time in the pits. So Bobby having a great race. Nearly 12 second, it is 12-second lead. He's got the setup on that Audi just set up right for these wet conditions. This is where he spins it up and smashes it into the wall. Don't do it, Bob. Again, the rear end just spinning up a little bit. Potter McPot will have the same issue. He's kept him clean through there. Pav's closed the gap. What's happened to Nicolaitis? Nicolaitis is down in 5th position. It looks like he's had a bit of off track into wall action. Picked up a little bit of front end damage. That's allowed Dangly Balls through to take 4th. So moving up the field for Dangly Balls. Laps 6 and 9, just about to start lap 7 for Dangly. Has decided to stop out with that damage. Might find he just loses a bit of time. He is losing a couple of tenths to Dangly Balls already. So Philo still in 6th position. He has closed that gap up though. So for F's losing a bit of time to Philo, a couple of seconds there. Yes, both wet races tonight, Billy. Tonight, first race is super wet, full wets, and second race is slightly lighter, so they get to use, they have to use both sets of inters and the wet tyres. So Purcell still holding 8th. They have closed the gap on Surfer Ev. Jambu has not managed to close the gap up on Purcell yet. He's getting a couple of tenths through there. Loses him again on the exit. G Marge is in 10th, 22 seconds back though. MRC Buddy only 4.9 back. So it could still be on for a position change here between these two. So only going to take a slight bit of sideways action from G margin front. So is it even worth looking at Bob? 12 seconds. 12 seconds out front. Rear tyres starting to wear out a little bit on that Audi. Bottom of pot. Nothing he can do about the reign of MRC Bobby in race 1 tonight. Led from word go has Bob and just pulled a gap. He's continued to extend that gap every lap. 46, still only 1.8 back from Potter as well. Just outside of that slipstream range, so he'll be struggling to close the gap up on Potter. And then MRC Dagley Ball, surprise 4th at the minute. 16.3 seconds back from Pav. Nicolaitis in 5th, he's only 4.5 seconds back, so Dagley Ball has just got to be a little bit careful. We have got 2 laps to go. They are long laps, we've seen the chaos that can happen. Even when you're driving on your own, you can clip one of these walls. In certain sections it can really just stop you dead, depending on where you catch it. Nicolaitis getting it sideways through turn 1. Here the car just spinning up as it comes through turn 2. Traction control just if it's not rocking it. Just having to feather that throttle on to keep the back end of these cars from stepping out, killing you really. So on board with Bob as he heads towards the final turn and then the final lap. CJ, evening my friend, how you doing? See Bobby having an absolute stormer tonight. Race 1, 13 seconds lead in the wet. Absolutely nothing Potter can do about it. He's holding his own against Pav in the second Audi out on track. These Audis seem to storm away with it from the beginning, even in the wet conditions. Bob, Pav, Purcell, Jambu, they all seem to manage to peel ahead. Bob's just kept it there. He's done well. So Dagley Ball in 4th as well. Bob doesn't do a lot of rage quitting these days, Billy. Yeah, I've not seen Bob rage quit for a long time. I think he's kind of got over that because he realised we all thought he was being very, very, I'm going to say again, very childish. Very childish, Bob. No rage quitting, come on. Nicolaitis, he's lost more times to Dagley Ball, so that front end damage, slowing him down a little bit. He's now got TNR Philo within striking distance, 2.1 seconds back. It's a long lap for Nicolaitis to try and defend from a driver like TNR Philo. I'm not saying Nicolaitis is slow, but TNR Philo is known for his pace. Closing up as well, gap down to 1.4. TNR Philo looking awfully dangerous for that 5th position. Nicolaitis, and Philo losing the traction through there. Let's just flick up to the front. So we will watch MRC Bobby come across the line. We are on to the final lap. He's had it quite comfortably all race, thank you very much. A couple of clips of the wall through there. I think he's got a bit of time to play with. He doesn't absolutely mash this one up, he should be okay. Does look like he's taking it a little bit easy, losing a bit of time to Potter. Take it easy, Bob, we're all watching. Don't stick it in the wall, Bob. Don't stick it in the wall, Bob. What are we playing at? So, MRC Bobby then. Coming through. He's going to have an 11-second lead over Potter McPot when he comes across the line. He's happy about this one. Handbrake across the line for first place. Well done, Bob. Potomac Pot coming through to take second position. It's going to be a handbrake. There's always a handbrake. Oh. Potomac Pot taking second then. Pav 46 coming home in third. Handbrake. Nice one, Pav. Dangly Ball's going to come home fourth position. We're going to get a handbrake from Dangly. What do you reckon? No. He comes home for fourth position though. We'll be happy with that. Nicolaitis. He's ghosting out at the end. I'm not sure what's happening there, but he's ghosting out. Takes fifth position. Oh, nearly couldn't say that. TNR Philo takes sixth. Jambu finally getting past Purzel. He's going to come home seventh. Purzel taking eighth position. Surfer Ev backwards across the line. That's what we want. And into the wall. Ninth position for Surfer. George is going to come home 10th. Keeping it steady through that final turn. Still holding on to all that damage on the front. So he finishes 10th. Buddy finishes 11th. And Diablo, after picking up all sorts of damage in that one, comes home in 12th. So, a few minutes break, and then we jump into race 2. MRC top 4, that's right, yeah. Potomac Pot, MRC Bobby, Pav 46 and Dangly Ball. Diablo also racing for MRC along with Buddy. This is a team versus team event. I have forgotten to mention all this stuff, haven't I? Just got straight on with the commentary and the racing. Yeah, it is a team versus team. We've got NXGN, MRC and the CRT boys all racing. I'm not sure if there's SimFX drivers. I'm sure somebody told me they'd all gone, but I could be wrong. Get a like on that stream. Nice. Cheers, CJ. Yeah, we are running this team versus team event. It's been a good league so far. Big shout out to the sponsors: David Appleby Engineering, Thrustmaster, Team Oliver Racing as well. Main sponsors. I should be mentioning them first. We actually went to watch them at Donington at the weekend. Pretty damn mental it was to see those trucks flying around at those sorts of speeds and getting around corners like the old hairpin. Yeah, you can see why the marshals move the hell out of the way. I'll tell you that. They don't stand in the normal places when the trucks are going around, because them gravel traps, they're not stopping them. But yeah, it was a good giggle. We're back for the British GTs on the 20th of September, so get yourselves there. Hopefully, the new Audi will be there. Oh. Right, so we've been given a 10-minute break till race 2. TNR Philo saying he needs to get washing. Not too sure what he means by that. Does he need to actually wash some clothes, wash his pots and pans? What do you reckon? Put your answers in the comments. What do we think? Philo can correct us all. So race starts at 21:25 for race 2. It will be a 13 lap race. Just make sure I've not read that wrong. 13 lap race. Yes, start with 70% of fuel. The time of day will be 6:50 in the morning, which is the light rain setting. So both tyres have to be used, the wet and the inters, and they're not allowed to enter the pits before the end of lap 4. They can for fuel and damage, but not for tyres. Don't pick up tyres. Oh my god, I get in so much trouble. How's the play seat? I don't know. It's not for me. I gave it to my mate for his birthday. Billy. Pav will do you on this one, Bob. I like it. CJ's going to be there. Oh, what happened there? do you mean, what happened there? What happened where? Way to pick washing up. Fizz ma. Possibly. Possibly. So just have a look at these settings. Sure Potter's done it right. He's put maximum tyre rating softs. Great. Minimum tyre racing hards. Great. Wet race. Don't tell him, dangly ball. Would have just left all 12 of you spinning around on the off the start line. Would have been quite amusing. With you all wondering what the hell was going on. What do you mean there's 30 watching? Don't tell me there's 30 watching. There's never 30 watching. There's 30 watching once, maybe twice. Yeah, well said, Bigsy. Stop typing messages during the race, people. It's off-putting. And this is why one of the reasons that Potter set it up, so if you're not having a good race, just as Diablo did in race 1 there, rather than doing an old Bob and rage quitting and waiting until race 2, they just pulled into the pits, pressed no buttons and left himself there. Because it doesn't cause any glitching or any kind of issues. It does happen when people jump in and out of lobbies. So reverse grid for race 2, and top 3 also pick up a little bit of extra weight. So Bob, Pav and Potter will all pick up, I think it's 3, 4 and 5 extra clicks of weight for the top 3. 5 obviously being for the race winner, 3 for third place. So Dangly Ball, who's stuck himself in 4th, he'll have no extra weight. He might be able to get a little bit of a pull away from those guys. He's still got to battle his way through the rest of the pack. Let's see what happens. We've already seen chaos into the final turn on race 1, lap 1. It was a little bit chaotic, so chaotic I couldn't really see who was spinning around. There was just so many of them. Let's hope it's a little bit better in race 2. But it is a reverse grid, that's all I'm going to say. So how are you all doing? How are you all doing? I'm not really, I'm not really asking you lot. Can't say that. Reg GT, evening brother. He's the instigator of the Sunday Leagues. Maniac. They're loose. That's all I'll say about them, they're loose. A lot of sideways actions in the 90s classics on Sunday night. Especially if your name's got a Doherty in it. I think even on the straights he might be going sideways. I know that, mate. Just You never know what the algorithms are looking at. They might only be looking for like 3-word things. FUC, and then, you know, they don't need the other one, do they? Because there's not many words that are spelled like that. Same as that one, there's not many words that are spelled like that. I'm not saying don't. We'll just find out, won't we? We'll just find out when all of a sudden the live chat goes down. This video's taken down. Damn it! Stop it! I can't have that. That might well get taken down. That might. Keep it a little bit professional. Yeah, Sunday was a good night. Some proper hard battles going on. Plenty of sideways action. In fact, the 90s classics were about as stable as tonight's cars. And that was in the dry. Turn into a corner, they catch for a little bit, and then they give out, and then they catch again. It's interesting. Off you get, CJ. Yeah, you did a little bit. Yes, you did, Reg. The final turn on lap 1 was, yeah, there was many drivers spinning round. Many drivers spinning round. It's about, I think there's about six drivers ended up spinning around, picking up damage, ended up in the pits. The beginning of the race, lap 1. Kept it clean through the rest of the circuit. So through turns 1 and 2, which was my expected place for a little bit of carnage. They all kept it clean through the back section, through all the squiggles, kept it clean, maybe a little bit of wall scraping. And then, here it comes, CJ, if you're still listening. Kablamo! Kablumo, blam. All happened at the hairpin. Wonder how many are Mustangs in the wet. Oh, well. Yeah, Mustangs in the wet. Well, this will be a good telltale sign. I mean, these are the Gr3s as well, the rear wheel drives. So, very similar, I would have thought. I mean, I know you guys have got Bop on tomorrow night, not tuning, but there'll still be a bit of a handful. I'd recommend some traction control off the line. Shh. What? Then turn it off. Big girl's blouse. Billy, don't hold back, mate. So yeah, don't come in the pits before the end of lap 4. Oh no, you come in the pits before the end of lap 4, just don't put tyres on. In trouble. Come in to repair your car or stick a bit of fuel in if you want to. So we've got about 30 seconds. Let's just, I forget what the tyre and fuel's at. Tyre wear times 5, fuel at times 3, okay? So let's get ourselves on track then. Race 2 about to start. Message retracted. Billy. Chewy gaming.
comes in with a slammer. I like it. Hair flick.
So, yeah, I don't know whether Philo's got his washing sorted out or not. That's all he said in the chat, something about washing. Got to go do washing. Who knows? Michael Hepburn thinks he had to go and fetch a bag of washing for his bar. So you can see conditions slightly better for race 2. They do still have to use both compounds, the wet and the intermediate. And they're not allowed in the pits before lap 4 for that tyre change, before the end of lap 4. Right, Potter giving the ready signal to people. Let's hope Philo's got his dishes done, or his laundry, or whatever the hell his washing is. Come on the pav, come on the pav. Living the dream. Chewy, evening my friend. Top 4 MRC blast out tonight in race 1. Bobby taking the win by 11 seconds, Chewy. I think you need to have words. Right, so into race 2 then. Reverse grid, top 3 for race 1 hold success ballast, so that's 3, 4 and 5 clicks of extra weight, and starting from the back of the pack. So let's see what sort of punch up happens into turn 1. Let's hope they keep it all clean through there. Diablo going to lead the way. MRC Buddy in second. G-Marge third. Buddy not, Diablo not having a great race 1. Picked up a lot of damage and finished the race in the pits, unfortunately. So revs are up. Can't see the lights. Damn you, PlayStation. Give me different camera angle. Oh, thanks. Same one. Great big pile of wheel spin from Diablo as he gets off the line. It's a good start. Let's just see where they all settle down. Swapping positions. G-Marge going for a move already. He's up into first. Purzel also running around the other side of Diablo, going for first as well. Purzel will have the inside line into turn 1 if he can hold it out there. It's going to be a melee into this first corner. I'm not even going to look at who's where at the minute. He's about 5 wide heading up the hill. Let's wait till... Oh, Diablo getting it all wrong into turn 1. He's definitely going to have picked up some damage there. A bit of front and rear end damage, possibly getting a punt into the wall. But he has got 1.1 second lead over Surfer Ev. Under pressure from TNR Philo though. Where's that going? MRC Bobby also up through the pack in that Audi. Where have you come from, Bob? Audi is the car of the evening tonight. Bob's especially. He's won race 1. Already out looking to win race 2. Diablo still out front but losing time, 0.7 of a second and coming down. TNR Philo still holding second. Bobby on an absolute charge, starting from the back of the pack. He's come through to third already on lap 1. Potter McPot holding fourth, also had a storm through the pack, taking a lot of places down that long start finish straight. Surfer Ev in fifth. Yes. No rage quits, that's right. Ryder's sitting in 6th position. Pav 7th. He's not managed to carve his way through the grid like the other drivers up front, Potter and Bob. Nicolaida's 7th as Pav goes for a move down the inside, gets that done. Oh, dangly ball, getting the hairpin wrong. He stuck himself in the wall. We've already got MRC Buddy with damage and Purzel as well. So this track causing all sorts of chaos tonight. Bobby out front. How How has he done that, MRC Bobby? He's on the intermediate tyre. TNR Philo is hot on his tail though. Quarter of a second back as they head down towards this turn 1. Closing the gap as well. Is Philo going to go for a move? He does. Tries to chuck it down the inside. Can he carry the speed? He does. Up into first position then for Philo. MRC Bobby's got to try and stick with him. He's running himself a little bit wide though. Catches the wall. MRC Bobby runs back down the inside. Takes that first position back. Unfortunate for Philo. He's going to do it all again. So Potter up into third, then Pav hot on his tail now for that position. He's sitting in fourth position. Lider's fifth, under pressure from Jambu, Surfer Ev and G Marge. Jambu getting through, Surfer Ev's trying to follow him through. G Marge trying to bolt onto the back of these three as they squeeze Nicolaitis. Oh, Jambu clipping the wall. It's cost him a lot of time. He's swerving across track a little bit, just trying to gain control of that car. Marge sneakily getting through there. Nowhere for Nicolaitis to go. He has to stop in 7th behind Jambu. Surfer Ev getting it all wrong, picking up damage. He's now down in 8th. Long way back to the pits for him. Dangly Ball back out the pits after damage repair, sitting in 9th. Buddy also picking up damage lap 1, sitting in 10th. Purcell in 11th. Oh, we've lost the driver already. MRC Bobby. He's done it again. He's out front. There we go. Jambu's left the room. I'm not too sure what happened there. Bob's got 2 seconds then over second place Philo. Bob's starting to absolutely tear away with this one. Pav 46 and Potter McPot side by side. Pav winning out as they come out of the hairpin. Just carrying that extra speed up into third then. Potter McPot's going to get a good tow. Pav is just out of slipstream range from TNR Philo in front. Potter McPot already trying to come back at Pav. Trying to keep up the chat here as well. Potter McPot, Pav battling it out into turn 1. Potter down the inside. Tail happy, nowhere for Pav to go though as he clips the wall on the way out. So he slots back into position, then Potter third, Pav in 4th. G Marge has got himself up into 5th position, and I was just about to say there's absolutely nobody behind him, but Nicolaitis is hiding in the dip there. He's sitting in 6th, 2.5 seconds down from George. Ball after his early stop, sitting in 7th. Buddy in 8th again after an early stop, picking up damage. Purcell, same thing. Surfer Ev as well. We've lost another driver. We lost Diablo. So 2 drivers down tonight. MRC Bobby pulling a 3 seconds lead. What have you done to that car, Bob? I'm not having it. Chewy might be right, so it could be a ringer. I think it's your dad calling you out. I'm saying your dad's driving for you tonight. You're busy chucking balls for your cat. TNR Philo holding 2nd, but only just. He's got Pav at 46, less than a second back now. Potter McPot still in a position to make a move on Pav. Not able to close that gap on Philo in front. Potter McPot going for another move on Pav, trying to get that 3rd position. Looking to hunt down Philo in front. So Potter does go through to take 3rd. Does he keep it clean through turn 1? A dead ringer. Bob is on a mission, Reg. I don't know what he's had for breakfast or his tea, but yeah, something going on. Some car twiddling, some narcotics of some description, or possibly a ringer. Not too sure yet. I'll make up my mind before the end of the race. Pav and Potter having a real good ding-dong here for third position. Been out since race starts. On to lap 4 of 13. Big gap back down to 5th position, George. It's at 8.1 seconds back. He's got a fair old gap back to Nikolaitis now as well. Nikolaitis picking up a bit more damage on the front end. He's now 5.2 seconds back, losing time again. Just picking up the damage on that aero is causing all sorts of issues for Nikolaitis. So Dangly Ball 7th, taking 4th in race 1. Is he closing the gap on Nikolaitis? Yes, he is. So Nikolaitis needs to think about getting that damage repaired as soon as possible. Whether he comes in now or waits till the end of this lap to come in. Buddy up into 8th. He's a long way back from Dangly Ball though, 8.5 seconds. Perzel nearly 3 seconds back in 9th. Surfer Ev at the back of the pack, so 3.6 seconds back for Surfer Ev. We have lost Diablo and Jambu in race 2 tonight. It's a bit of a shame. Narcotics feel well, who knows? Maybe whatever narcotics he had, he's put in the tank of this car as well. So look, 4.2 second lead over second place Philo. Philo just hanging on to this second place. Pav and Potter battling it out for this third. Just allowing Philo to sit comfortably in that second position. Potter getting that third back off Pav. So it seems to be every lap these guys are swapping positions. They do race together quite a lot, so they are very comfortable going full tilt around some of these turns, even in the wet. I believe it's Team Shake and Bake in GT Amiga Infinity Decals League. So, Marge sitting in 5th, 10.1 back. He's having a nice little comfortable race, as is Dangly Balls behind. A little bit of a lonely race in race 1 as well to Dangly Ball. He'll be looking to slowly make his way through this stretched out pack. Just go and see what's happening with Potter and Pav. I'm sure Pav's probably going to go for a move. No, he's not, but they have closed the gap right up on Philo. Gone past him, in fact. Has Philo picked up damage? No, he's just got it wrong somewhere. Allowed Potter and Pav to close the gap and take that position off him. So Pav and Potter now battle it out for second position. They've got to deal with Philo as well. Philo following Pav through, Potter trying to squeeze in and get that slipstream, but nowhere for him to go. He does get in now. So the 3 drivers bumper to bumper as they head down this long start finish straight. Potter going for a move, teeing off. Philo looking to follow through and take that position off of Pav as well. Pav's carrying plenty of speed up there. Potter's had to drop himself back into 3rd. Pushing himself back out now. To scrape himself around the wall. Pav holding on to 2nd through turn 1. Potter clipping the wall. TNR Philo clipping the wall. Not sure what's going on. Looks like there's pit issues. The guys can't choose the intermediate tyres. Looks like they're just going to have to come out on a set of wets and deal with this issue after. Let's just see. So who's that? Is Diablo out on track? Why can't I see him? He's talking in the chat. But MRC Bobby Wow, can't believe it, Bob. Looking very comfortable up front. 6.6 seconds over PAV 46. Still these three fighting it out for those positions. Heading down towards this hairpin. Let's hope we keep it clean through here. Give me a different camera angle. A little bit of contact between Pav and Potter. Potter losing the tail end of that BMW, and again TNR Philo and Potter then side by side as they head down this long start finish straight. A real good fight between these two BMWs as they head down the long straight. Okay, Pav chucks himself in the pits, so Philo without a toe. Potter will get the benefit of that toe down this straight. But with this battling, Bobby is just pulling out more of a lead. He's now got 7.7 seconds. Wow. Might be 80 people actually viewed it, possibly not 80 live. I can see 8 watching live now. So look at Bob storming away, 7.7 seconds over second place Philo. He's managed to hold that position from Potter. Now got to defend through these awkward turns in these slippery, semi-wet conditions. As well, so these boys will find out they've got the pit glitch as well, where they can't choose the intermediates. Let's hope everyone's just come straight back out. Was it? Yes, it was Nicolaitis and Marge back out on track with the with the wets, side by side as they come out of turn 2. A little bit of contact with the wall from Nicolaitis. That's going to allow Marge to carry the speed through. Is it? Maybe not. Nicolaitis keeping the speed up then, side by side through this first tight section. Nearly into the wall for Marge. Keeping it clean, giving each other plenty of space, plenty of respect. No comings together there. It's good to see. There's a good driving from these GR3 drivers. Cars to master in these wet conditions. You can see Marge just catching the wall. Right, so race leader MRC Bobby into the pits. Philo, he stays out. He's going to do another lap on that fuel. Let's hope he's played his strategy right. These are long laps. His tank is already flashing, so we might see him do a tiny bit of fuel saving at the end of this lap. We'll see. MRC Bobby back out of the pits, then gone for just over half a tank. So Bob's able to pick the intermediates. That's bizarre. Potts. He's had to come out on another set of wets. He's on the just taking on about the same amount of fuel as Bob as well. But the wet tyre going to be slightly slower than the intermediate, so you may see Bob start eking out a bit of a gap. More of a gap than he's already got. 46, so he's had to come out on the full wets as well. So it looks like some drivers have been able to choose tyres and some drivers haven't, unfortunately. So Nicolaitis 5th then, pulling a bit of time from George now. I think they both had to put a wet tyre, yes they have. So into turn 1. Neatly for Nicolaitis. Catching the wall from Marge on the way out. Sitting in 6th, Dangly Ball slowly closing the gap up on these two, dragging MRC Buddy with him. There's the gap between Dangly Ball, 5 seconds between himself and Marge. So that would put him 6 seconds back from Nicolaitis, possibly not able to catch Nicolaitis. C. So Dangly Ball's 7th, 4.4 down. Just sneaking up to 4.5, 0.6 now. Buddy in the background catching a wall or two as well in the Audi. Losing a tiny bit of time to Dangly Ball. And then Purcell ghosting out, running out in 9th position. lost Surfer Ev as well. What's going on? Right, Philo in the pits. Has he been able to take on? He's managed to make it around on that fuel at least. And Bobby comes through to retake race lead then. Philo released. Where's Potter McPot? Just coming past pit entrance now. So lost a bit of time to that battle between himself, Pav and Philo. 7 seconds down in a minute. Did Philo put in fuel-wise then? So he took on a lot less fuel than Philo. And he has to come in for a bit of a splash and dash at the end. It is in race 2, Billy, yes. You have to use both sets of tyres, but obviously there's something going on with the lobby that's not letting some drivers pick the intermediates. Because I think it's actually only Bob that's managed to get on the intermediates, is it? So intermediates for Bob. Purcell saying he's going for racing softs. Philo, so he's on the wets. Potter's on the wets. Pav's on the wets. I believe they all started on wets. Nicolaitis on wets. Marge on wets. Dangling Ball on wets. Buddy on the intermediates. Purcell is out on a set of racing softs. He's a minute down though. But they don't look too bad, to be honest. Whether he gets penalised for that, I don't know, using the wrong tyre. It's supposed to be the intermediate or the wet. Yeah, what's going on, Surfer? I have no alternative wet tyre. There must be, because Bob's got it on. Bob's running on the intermediates. I don't get it. No restart. It's 4 laps into the race, mate. I don't think that was going to happen. Yeah, you know, it would have been just probably better just to stick the wets on, come out, and see if there was punishment afterwards. But you know, if it's coming up in the chat that people can't choose the tyre, then there's nothing that the admin can do, really. You know, it's some people have been able to choose it, some people haven't, which must be a lobby glitch. And even with the lobby glitch, Purcell's been able to stick some racing softs on, so who knows what's going on. So Bobby's still out front, 5.5 seconds up. TNR Philo holding on to that second at the minute. He's got 6.5 seconds over Potter. Potter running a big chunk more fuel than TNR Philo, so we'll have to see how that plays out. Whether Philo has to dive in for a little bit of fuel at the end, we'll see. 46, still only 1.7 back from Potter, playing his strategy very similarly. Taking on about as much fuel as well. Nicolaitis in 5th. Getting himself past George then. 3.6 second lead as well from George. He's in 6th. Ball only 3.4 seconds down now. MRC Buddy 1.1. These two might slowly close up with G Marge before the end of this race. Into the wall under that bridge. Lucky not to pick up damage there, but he has lost a lot of time to Buddy behind. You can see Buddy closing up, a second between them. So can Buddy get close enough to make a bit of a move into the hairpin? I don't think he can at the minute. It's going to be a brave move if he does. Yeah, something's not right. Like I say, I'm not even sure if Diablo's still racing or not. He was talking about the tyres, but I don't think they. Not sure whether he left the room or not. So, Buddy unable to close that gap enough to make a move on. Dangling Balls in front. Right, let's go and have a look. 2 lap 11 for MRC Bobby then. 7.6 seconds lead over Philo. Philo's holding his gap between himself and Potter, 6.8 seconds. Pav's actually closed up on Potter, taking about half a second out of him. Using the wall to slow you down there, Pav. Naughty cheater. I know he's not really. Unless he's trying to lighten his car by removing the paint. He's now 1.3 down from Potter. Nothing to worry about from behind. Nicolaitis 12.8 seconds down. Ooh, drifting that McLaren. Sixth is George. So he has pulled a bit of time over. Oh no, he hasn't. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong gap. Buddy has got himself past Dangling Ball, probably down that start-finish straight, and looking to hunt down Jim Marge in front. He's putting in a purple sector as well as Buddy. There's that turn. Gets a little bit wrong. Sorry, it's this one that a lot of drivers get wrong. Out wide on the exit. So now 3.2 seconds down from George. But Buddy now catching the wall. That's allowed Dangling Balls to make a move back up as they head into this last little section before the hairpin. So back in 7th for Dangley. Buddy in 8th. Purcell still rolling around on those racing softs, losing time now. 1 minute 16 back from MRC Buddy. Possibly losing a lot of that time, smashing his X button in the pits, trying to get intermediates on, but not having it. So, I don't know what to say about MRC Bobby. Now 9-second lead over second place TNR Philo. Philo's kept his gap extended a little bit from Potter. Still got Pav lurking in the background. So a couple of close battles going on. We've got Nicolaitis. He's now got George closing down on him. So that front end damage possibly just causing him not to be able to reach top speed. He's running 163 versus 167 for George. So just hurting him a little bit at the high end. The driver's getting a bit squirrely through there. And on the exit as well for Nicolaitis. Dangling Ball's just coming through the turn 2 there. So now only 2.8 seconds back from that fight in front. Those two to duke it out for a little bit, allow him to close the gap up. He's going to put 5 over Buddy now. He's going to have a little bit more now. And then Purcell on those softs. Wear on those, they're obviously staying very cool in this wet weather. Yeah, losing more time now, 1 minute 20 down. So they can't be the most stable tyre in the wet, especially around things like the hairpin. So Bob comes through to start the final lap of race 2.
He'll like that when he sees that.
11 seconds lead again for MRC Bobby. What have you done to that car? Finish the race on the fuel he's got. He's carrying about the same as Philo did when he went for his late stop. He's been very stable as Bob. He's not been very twitchy in that Audi. He's got a setup just right for these wet conditions. Pulling more time as well. 12 seconds now. Philo just got to coast this thing home. He's got less fuel on board this time. He has done the long start finish straight, only back wiggly section to go. Potter McPot unable to do anything about that gap. 7.4 seconds, just dropped to 7.3. Still got Pav in the background, only a second back from Pav. He'll be looking to close up before they get to the hairpin, maybe make a run on Potter for the line. Unfortunately, it's not happening for him at the minute, actually losing a bit of time through these tyre turns. Let's not lose focus of MRC Bobby. So, fastest lap of the race for Bob at 2:07.6. Obviously on the inter tyre on lap 4. So around the hairpin for the final time then for MRC Bobby. He's had a cracking pair of races tonight, first in both. Another purple sector from him as well. He's looking for a fastest lap on his final lap. You watch him run out of fuel just before the line and lose that fastest lap. He's not, he's going to get it. So he does, takes another 3/10 out of his fastest time. Bobby taking the win then in race 2 and race 1. Potter McPott getting through to take second place. Pav 46 going for a move just as they come to the line. Pav 46 is going to take second. Potter's going to take third. TNR Philo's getting it. Looks like he's either ran out of fuel or he's got it all wrong in the hairpin. He comes at home in 4th position. There's a big gap between himself and Potter, who lost all that at the end. Nicolaitis and Dangling Ball side by side as they head down towards the line. This is going to be a good run to the line. Yeah! Nicolaitis just takes it. Dangling Ball in 6th, Marge 7th, so Marge must have got it a little bit wrong just at the end there as well. Buddy's going to come home in 8th, and Purcell already crossed the line. Okay, yeah, so we did get a couple of did not finishes. So it'll be interesting to find out what happens with tonight's race 2 with the glitch with the tyres. It may get run again, I don't know. It may not. It's yet to be seen, but I'm sure there'll be a lot of chatter about that in the chat. I don't think it's the host's fault. Lobby settings were obviously available because a couple of the drivers out there did put the intermediates on. So, yeah, I don't know. Looks like a lot of drivers not happy with race 2 though, which is a bit of a shame. But it can't be helped when the lobbies are glitching, unfortunately. Right, let's catch up with a bit of this bit of this chat. Is it mandatory? Yes, it is. Yeah, server F coming on saying no alternative wet tyre choice available, which is strange. Tyre choice option set incorrectly for race. Yeah, I started on wets, so went to retire the pits, and obviously no restart on it. No. So Bob having a little chat as well in the little say in the chat there. Yes, boys, 2 first place Bobs. What's going on? What is going on? We don't even think it's you, Bob. We've had a discussion. We don't think it's you. We think there's either narcotics, an extra turbo, or a ringer going on. I don't know, George. I don't know where I didn't have them. Don't ask me. I didn't have them. I've not snuck all the intermediates away. Bob had some intermediates. I think MRC Buddy had intermediates. Yeah, I think it was a lobby glitch, mate. It just wasn't having it tonight for some reason. Yeah, Pav did come out of nowhere. I'm not sure what happened to Potter, whether it didn't look like Potter had backed off. I think Pav was just carrying slightly extra more speed. Oh, 500 Monopoly quids. Oh, Billy. That's no good. Whatever are you going to do? You'll have to go and raid someone else's Monopoly quids. Maybe the toy shops. So, that was round 4. A little bit controversial. Yeah, so that was round 4 of Next Gen Racing's team versus team event. It's been some interesting watching. Race 1 and 2 being won by MRC Bobby. He will be very happy with that. I we'll update points next week. But as of the rest of the week, tomorrow night 9 o'clock, we've got next gen, not got next gen racing. We've got P1 RC in their Thursday Mustangs. I believe that's a wet Red Bull ring tomorrow. So that's a team versus team GR3 event as well, but it's just the teams between a red, white and blue team for the Mustangs. So yeah, that's Red Bull wet tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Come and check that out. I'm sure there'll be just as much carnage as it is here. But we'll have to wait and see. Then back Sunday night for the P1 boys again for their 90s Classics League, the one we've been chatting about tonight. So that's a bit loose and dangerous as well. So come and check that out at 9 o'clock. Then back Monday at 8:30 for the Chewit Racing Mini Cooper Cup. Round 5 of that. I forget where that's from. Anyway, and then we're back for round 5 of this next week. 8:30 again for that one. Got a couple of specials coming up for you guys with midweek gap and the midweek break of the minis. We've got a team versus team, so that's Next Gen versus the GTFR boys, GTSFR, GTFR, I forget. I think it's GTFSR. And then we've got the team versus 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 team, and probably a couple of other team versus teams on there as well. And that is going to be 2 drivers from sort of each sim racing group that's out there that people have possibly known about, all chucked in a lobby, and they battle it out to become the winner of the groups, I suppose. I think that's a 7-week league. That's going to be on a Saturday night. I don't know times yet, but I do know times probably, but I forget. But as it gets closer to the day, I will let you guys know what's going on with that. Other than that, that's pretty much this one over. Let's just see what's happening on. See, Surfer Ev. So if you started on the inters, that's all you could pick, and if you started on the wets, that's all you could pick. Getcha. Yeah, I saw that dangly balls, racing soft to racing hards. So Potter's being decent enough. He's asking if the race wants to be rerun. I'm sure that'll come up in the chat, but we'll get back to that as and when it happens. For the time being, that's about it for this one. So I hope you like what you watched. Give it a like, give it a subscribe, tell your mates, tell your mum. Cheers, Billy. My name's Darksmoka. I'm out of here.